Humans have always looked up at the stars, their eyes filled with wonder and curiosity. We've wondered, are we alone in this vast universe, or is there another world out there waiting to be discovered? Is there another Earth out there, a twin planet that harbors life just like ours? Mars, our red neighbor, has always captured our imagination, sparking dreams of exploration and adventure. It dangles the possibility of another world, a second chance for humanity to thrive and expand beyond our home planet. What if we lived on Mars? What if we could build a new society on this distant red world? What would it be like to wake up every day under a pink sky, to walk on the dusty surface of Mars? The idea of living on Mars is no longer science fiction. It's becoming a tangible goal, a vision that we are working towards. It's a challenge we are actively trying to solve, with scientists and engineers dedicating their lives to this monumental task. Scientists and engineers are working hard to turn this dream into a reality, developing the technology needed to make it happen. They're developing the technology needed to get us there and, more importantly, to help us survive once we arrive, from life support systems to sustainable habitats. The journey to Mars is long and dangerous, filled with unknowns and risks that we must overcome. The challenges of living there are immense, from the harsh environment to the psychological toll of isolation. But the rewards could be even greater, offering humanity a new frontier to explore and settle. Imagine standing on the surface of another planet, looking up at a pink sky and knowing that you are part of something truly extraordinary, a new chapter in human history. The first challenge we face on Mars is the air, or rather, the lack of it. Unlike Earth, Mars has an atmosphere that is incredibly thin and not suitable for human life. The Martian atmosphere is thin, about 1% the density of Earth's. This means that the air pressure is so low that it would be impossible for humans to survive without assistance. It's mostly carbon dioxide, which we can't breathe. The lack of oxygen is a significant hurdle for any long-term human presence on the red planet. This means we can't simply step out onto the Martian surface without a special suit. These suits are designed to protect us from the harsh environment. These suits wouldn't just provide oxygen, they'd need to regulate pressure and temperature too. They are equipped with life support systems that ensure we can breathe and stay warm. Imagine wearing a bulky spacesuit just to step outside your door. The suits are cumbersome and make movement difficult, adding another layer of challenge to living on Mars. But there's hope. Scientists are exploring ways to terraform Mars, to make its atmosphere more like Earth's. This involves a range of innovative techniques and technologies. This might involve using plants to convert carbon dioxide into breathable oxygen. Plants could play a crucial role in creating a sustainable environment for humans. It's a long-term goal, but one that could make Mars a more hospitable home for humans. With continued research and development, we might one day transform Mars into a planet where humans can live and thrive. Mars has weaker gravity than Earth. That might sound fun at first. Imagine being able to jump twice as high or lift twice as much weight. But this lower gravity could have long-term effects on our bodies. Our bones and muscles might weaken over time. We might also experience changes to our cardiovascular system. Scientists are still studying the effects of low gravity on the human body. To counter these effects, Martian colonists would need to exercise regularly and possibly take medication. They might even need to wear special suits that simulate Earth's gravity. Living on Mars would mean constantly adapting to a new environment. Food on Mars won't be like the food we eat on Earth. We can't just plant a seed in the Martian soil and expect it to grow. The soil lacks the nutrients plants need. The thin atmosphere doesn't offer much protection from the sun's radiation. We need to grow our food in controlled environments, like greenhouses. These greenhouses would need to be specially designed to filter harmful radiation and regulate temperature and humidity. Beyond food, we'd need to produce many things we take for granted on Earth. Tools, building materials, clothes, all of these would need to be manufactured on Mars. This would require setting up factories and developing sustainable manufacturing processes using Martian resources. Homes under a red sky, building shelters on Mars. We can't live in the open on Mars. The thin atmosphere doesn't offer much protection from the sun's radiation or the extreme temperatures. We'd need to build shelters to protect ourselves. These shelters would need to be airtight to hold in breathable air. They'd need to be strong enough to withstand the occasional Martian dust storm. And they'd need to be insulated to protect us from the extreme temperatures. Some scientists envision building underground habitats to take advantage of the natural insulation provided by the Martian soil. Others propose building structures above ground using 3D printing technology and Martian materials like regolith, which is basically Martian soil. Martian wheels roving the red planet. Mars is a big place, much larger than our own planet's landmass. To explore it, we'd need transportation. While walking in a spacesuit is possible, it's not very practical for long distances or carrying heavy equipment. That's where rovers come in. These sturdy vehicles would be our Martian cars and trucks. They'd need to be tough enough to handle the rocky terrain and reliable enough to operate in the harsh Martian environment. Imagine driving across a Martian plain, the red dust swirling behind you as you head towards a distant crater or a towering mountain. Rovers would be essential for exploration, for transporting supplies, and for connecting different Martian settlements. Breathing easy life support on Mars. On Earth, we take air and water for granted. On Mars, we'd need to create our own. Life support systems would be essential for survival. These systems would filter the air, removing carbon dioxide and replenishing oxygen. Water is scarce on Mars, but there's evidence of ice beneath the surface. We'd need to develop technologies to extract and purify this water for drinking, for growing crops, and for other essential uses. Waste recycling would be crucial. Every drop of water, every breath of air would be precious. Life on Mars would be a lesson in resourcefulness and sustainability. Section 8. The Martian body adapting to a new world. Living on Mars wouldn't just change our technology, it would change us. Our bodies might adapt to the lower gravity, the different air, and the weaker sunlight. We might become taller and thinner. Our bones might become less dense. Our bodies might even develop new characteristics over generations. This is evolution at work. It's the process of life adapting to its environment. These changes might seem strange at first, but remember, life on Earth is the result of billions of years of adaptation. Life on Mars would chart a new course in evolution, one shaped by the challenges and opportunities of the red planet. Section 9. Martian society building a new world. A new world would mean new rules, new ways of living, and new ways of interacting with each other. Martian society would be shaped by the challenges of survival, the limited resources, and the need for cooperation. We might see the emergence of new forms of government, new social structures, and new cultural practices. The harsh environment might foster a greater sense of community and cooperation, or it could lead to competition for resources and power. The challenges of living on Mars could either unite us or divide us. Section 10. The Martian spirit, a new perspective on Earth. Living on Mars wouldn't just change how we see Mars, it would change how we see Earth. Looking back at our blue planet from the red Martian surface would give us a new perspective on our home. We'd see Earth as a fragile oasis in the vastness of space, a planet teeming with life and beauty. This perspective could inspire us to protect Earth's environment, to appreciate its precious resources, and to cherish the diversity of life it harbors. It could also remind us of our shared humanity and the importance of working together to solve the challenges facing our species. Section 11. A future on Mars, a giant leap for humankind? This question has intrigued scientists, explorers, and dreamers for generations. Living on Mars is a daunting challenge, but it's also an incredible opportunity. The red planet offers a blank canvas for humanity to paint a new chapter in our history. It's a chance to push the boundaries of human ingenuity, to test our limits, and to innovate in ways we never thought possible. To explore a new world, to traverse its rugged terrain, and to uncover its secrets, and to discover new truths about ourselves and the universe we inhabit. Mars holds the potential to answer some of our most profound questions. It's a chance to start anew, to build a society from the ground up, with the lessons we've learned from Earth, to learn from our mistakes on Earth, to implement sustainable practices, and to create a harmonious existence with our environment. and to build a better future for our species, where the next generation can thrive and dream even bigger. Will we rise to the challenge? The obstacles are immense, but so is our determination. Will we succeed in making Mars our second home? Only time will tell. The journey is fraught with uncertainties, but also with endless possibilities. But one thing is certain. Our quest to reach Mars has already ignited a spark of hope and curiosity. The journey to Mars has already begun, and with each step we move closer to turning this dream into reality. And it promises to be an adventure unlike any other in human history, an adventure that will redefine what it means to be human.